Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back to Fat Cat Collections. And today I want to share with you guys another smart home tech product. And this is the device right here. And this is another smart bulb. However, this is a slightly different smart bulb, one that I've never had an opportunity to review on the channel. So I want to go and thank the company. The company's name is Qubic, Q-U-B-I-C, for their generosity in sending me a 6-pack of their brand new smart home bulbs. You'll notice 2 are missing. I had those in a fixture above my dry bar, which I'll show you guys that in a second. So in this particular setup, you get 6 bulbs and of course the remote control. And these do not run off of Wi-Fi or Bluetooth or Z-Wave. They run off Zigbee, which is another protocol, kind of another protocol that's I guess in competition with Z-Wave. So if you're unfamiliar with what that is, definitely go ahead and Google that. Basically, a Z-Wave system, Z-Wave products don't run off Wi-Fi. They communicate directly with a hub. Now, naturally, if you want them to communicate with your phone, which is connected to Wi-Fi, your phone communicates via Wi-Fi to the hub, and then the signal is sent out, in my case, through Samsung SmartThings. Now, I don't know if this is my first, I have a few Z-Wave products around the house, like my door lock, and of course a few different bulbs and different lamps that I just wanted the ability to turn them on or off remotely or set timers and dim them up and down. This is the first Zigbee product that I've ever had, so I'll have to experiment and re-record at a later date to find out if it does work with Samsung SmartThings. I'm leaning more towards no, because Samsung SmartThings seems to be very, I guess, choosy as far as what brands work with that. It doesn't play well with others like your Google Assistant or your Amazon Echo products. So what do I think about this bulb? You know, upon opening it up, I was a little confused on what they actually sent me. I was like, are these Wi-Fi or not? And then I saw the controller, and I knew at that moment they weren't. I assumed in the beginning that these were RF, but they actually are Zigbee. And I know that because I went to the website and checked it out. Now, one thing I have to say about this, I don't know if this is just a very, very new product, but I don't know where you buy these, and I can't tell you guys what the cost is on these. Now, I'm a big fan of Wi-Fi enabled bulbs, and I have Wi-Fi bulbs naturally by LifeX and Lohas and iView, several different brands. I have Flux Wi-Fi bulbs, so I did a negative review on those because they just don't seem to hold connection. Randomly, they will lose Wi-Fi credentials. And then, of course, Flux also sent me these ones here, which are Bluetooth enabled. So you might be saying to yourself, why would I want to have something that's not Wi-Fi enabled? Well, you know, there might be a situation where maybe you have a house or a cabin or somewhere where you want lighting, you want to be able to control the lighting, maybe you're on a boat, who knows, and you want to be able to control that lighting without having Wi-Fi on the boat or in the cabin. Again, a situation where you didn't have Wi-Fi, I think this is a good option because this allows you to turn the bulbs on or off with the included Zigbee remote. They do offer different remotes on their website, but again, if they're sending this to me naturally in a US market, the remote controls that are available do have different functions on there, but they're all in Chinese. So I don't know if there's actually an English version of these products. I know on their website it was in Chinese and Google translated it. And of course, they're not available for purchase on Amazon, eBay, or directly on their website. So I don't know if it's just a new company where they're just trying to get their brand out there and at a later date these will become available. I'll just have to email them and find out exactly what their status is on being able to order these. Now, first, my honest opinion, the bulb quality is nice, the build's nice. I like how they have kind of that mushroom-shaped head. Good dispersion on the light. The remote control here is pretty basic. How it works is you plug the bulbs in, and you either press the remote once, twice, or 3 times, depending on what you want to activate. So, for instance, you're basically cycling through the different features. So, and I'll show you in a second here. I might as well take you guys over there right now. And bear with me here on the recording here. But so I have them. I'm going to turn off the light above us here for a second. So I have a couple of these in my dry bar. I have a couple fixtures that I mounted up over the dry bar. And I did have an RGB strip up there, but the controller burned, or the lighting strip burned out. So I just went ahead and added a couple inexpensive ceramic bases where I can put in whatever bulb I want in there. So I had the Flux Bluetooth ones in there. I pulled those out because this comes with the Zigbee controller. And allows me to just mount this right in the side here to the wall, which I probably will do once I'm confident that I want to keep these here, and allow me to control the color of these lights. So basically what you do is if you double press it, there we go, turns the lights off. You press it once, it turns them to white. If you hold it, it's going to dim down that white light. As you can see, We're obviously, maybe the battery in this is bad, not really sure yet. So let me turn this completely off here so you can get an idea. So you have a little bit of white ambient light. Sometimes I do like to keep this bar white. If you press it again, you're gonna go into the cool color mode, which this you can't dial in. It's either warm or cool. So this is a very industrial light color. I'm not sure exactly what Kelvin temperature this is. If I had to guess, I'd say closer to like, closer to 7,000 or 8,000. It's really getting pretty blue. So if we go ahead and maybe that's too high, maybe more like 7. Yeah, not 7. So if I press it again, you're gonna go into color mode. And then when you hold this button down, it's going to cycle through the 7 different colors. So right through red, and then you can dim it up and then flashing. I believe that's, again, the instruction manual is not very good with the control on these. So then you can press it again to go back to white. Again, white, cool, and then into color, and then press it again and hold it to cycle through there. We're going to go back to blue. And as you can see by the demonstration, we're having a little bit of an issue getting back to blue. So let's try it again there. And this is, again, real world unboxing here, right out of the box. And we want to give this an honest review. And so if you guys are planning on buying this at a later date, I don't want you guys to buy something that you're not going to be happy with. And as you can see, we're having a little bit of a hard time cycling through the colors here. So off, we'll try it again. Get back to blue here. So, all right, so I'm going to kind of give up right now because as you guys can see, and this is why we do reviews, this is why we test products out. So far, I'm not really too impressed with these bulbs. The other issue is that this 6-pack, they're all in the same frequency. And I read something in the manual, and from what I can get from it, because there is a little bit of a language barrier there, that you can get these in different frequencies. I believe that's what it said. Let me just double check that real quick here. It says here, to control lights in different rooms respectively, choose color lights from different signal channels. So again, it doesn't really go into that. There's no information on their website, and I'm a little bit disappointed that for this review, I'm not able to get back to blue. They turn on or off, and I'm going to try it again. It just seems like once you get past that red color, they start to flash. So I'm going to power cycle them and see if that makes a difference. I did experiment last night with trying to use multiple bulbs around the house, but unfortunately all the areas I wanted to possibly put these, I already have a Z-Wave in-wall dimmer, or I already have smart bulbs that I want to control off of the Wi-Fi and control them with timers. These ones here, you really can't set a timer. And I'm looking at the bulbs right now, and now one is red and one is yellow. So there seems to be a little bit of a communication error with the remote control and the bulbs. I'm not really sure why that is. Now they're color cycling automatically. I'm not sure how they got into that mode. I'm not sure if they're working off the music mode now where they're changing based on my voice. That could very well be. But a little bit disappointing that they don't work as great as, or as simple as the manual says. White on off, no problem, but when you want to go into, and I'm going to try again, let me go into white. Yeah, very disappointing. It just seems to have no, okay, there it goes. So, alright guys, well, that's my quick unboxing. I'm going to have to mess around with these more. So far, I mean, based on releasing this product, having this, I don't even know if this is available for purchase yet. So again, I'm a little confused. I would think that when the company sent me this, they would have had a website up and running where you can actually make the purchase. A lot more information if you're trying to sell this in an American market. And that's kind of the problem I found with some of these devices that come from China directly, is that sometimes, the service, you're not really getting that good service. Like for instance, if I have a LifeX bulb and I have a problem, they instantly, like I had one issue with one of their bulbs, I had it within a couple months, and no questions asked, they sent me a brand new bulb. They're very user friendly, they're easy to use, and I want to always give these products a very fair review. Most of the time, when you guys see me review a product, sometimes you guys come back and are like, man, you never say anything negative about a product, but sometimes I do, and I'm always going to tell you guys right off the bat whether I think a product is pretty good or not. And so far, I would have to give these a thumbs down. Unless something changes, I mean, these should be very easy to use. It should be very easy based on their instructions to set the color. And it says right in the manual here, warm light at this time, press and hold the switch to dim the light. We did that. Same thing for the cold light. When you go into the color light, you press it again. At this time, press and hold. And it'll change it says here, can change the rhythms and effect of the light. And see, that's where the language barrier kind of plays in there. So, so far, I'm not really too impressed with these bulbs. I have 4 extra bulbs where I can't do anything with them because if I put them in different lamps, this one controller controls all 6. So it would have been nice if the company were to, and I appreciate their generosity in sending me these bulbs to share with you guys, but I don't really know if I'm going to keep these over my bar because I can't set timers with them. So far, I had them set to blue and they were maintaining that color. But then as soon as let's say that you kill the power or you turn them off, you're going to lose that color. So then you have to give them back into blue again. So you either leave them on all the time or deal with the remote control. And unfortunately right now, maybe something will change at a later date when I come back and re-review these products, but so far not impressed. The company's not set up to sell these. I have no idea what the price is on these, and they didn't send me any of this information. So guys, I will come back and re-review these lights again. Maybe the company will go ahead and send me more information or maybe give me an idea on why this isn't working completely properly. It seemed to work yesterday, and today naturally I filmed the video and we're having technical issues. So again, my recommendations still when it comes to smart bulbs are your LifeX bulbs and for the affordable option if you're not looking to really have a lot of lumens, but still pretty good lumens. Like LifeX is going to give you that 1,000 or 1,100 lumens are really bright, super reliable. Or the other option, low-house bulbs. 3 for $46. They work with Smart Life and they do everything you could possibly want to do with a bulb, with the exception of being as bright as the LifeX bulbs and being able to really dial in that warm or cool white. That's something that's really special about those LifeX bulbs. If you want to have the perfect Kelvin temperature, you can get it with those bulbs, whereas the other ones, you really kind of have to play with the app to get them where you want them. But nonetheless, a lot of low-house bulbs, I either use them on warm white or like color bulbs just to have that ambience, especially when I'm recording videos up in the office. Just when I'm chilling at home, I love that glow. So those are still my 2 recommendations for smart home bulbs. As time goes on, I will have more stuff on the channel when it comes to smart home tech, and I'm always going to be honest and review a product with 100% integrity with you guys. So guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, drop a comment. I'll see if I can get you an answer. And as always, folks, have a wonderful day and take care.